its heart's in the right place. It was a sweet movie.
Oh, and I will say there's one other thing that I didn't feel like had any kind of purpose at all.
Oh.
And it annoyed me then. It annoyed me now. It annoyed me. That's a word. Annoyed me now. Is that old man with the bird on his head?
Oh my God, I wrote it down, but I really liked it.
I liked the bird. I will tell you, I liked the bird.
Yeah.
But what purpose did any of that serve aside from just having a funny bird?
Relief.
That's
relief.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was just comic relief because I did actually laugh at that.
And I suppose there was a little bit of a growing moment when she was going to take one of Hoggle's things out of the jewel sack, and he said, "No, that's mine." And then he ended up taking the ring,
right?
And then Hoggle's face is like, like he felt bad that she did that.
Two more things we haven't mentioned. One is one of the funniest lines is the little caterpillar.
Oh, my favorite. I've quoted that many times.
So quote it, because I won't get the quote right. But I wrote down that I liked...
She said... Oh, well, there's two... Like, I like that whole scene with her. But what she said...
L-O
yeah.
Thing. It's the other one where she chooses... And he's
don't go that way.
Yeah.
Never go that way. She's like, oh, great, thanks. If she went that way, it would have led her right to the castle. That whole thing was hilarious.
I've seen that. Like I remembered that from seeing it in Brooklyn, and Carl and I both busted it laughing all over again. That is a really funny scene.
Yeah.
The other one was the amazing. We talked about special effects with the thing with the birds and not being well done, but how I still think even today that when the Escher steps when David Bowie or Jareth walks, he's upside down and he walks around the corner. It's seamless.
Yeah, it's
it is really well done, even for 2019. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, how come they were able to do that and not nail a fucking puppet show?
It was so inconsistent.
So weird.
With that scene.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It was done really.
But I loved that scene. I mean, they were really ahead of their time.
Yeah, and I agree with you that going back to the ballroom, that is a beautiful.
That's a beautiful scene, and I felt like every scene was so unique. The door knockers situation, that whole thing, the everything he says.
That's right. The lie and the truth.
The lie and the truth. That was other doors, but the helping hands.
I didn't care for that.
I thought that was cool.
I struggled because in this day and age,
because of the touching.
Yeah,
I thought it was fine.
It was okay. They all just look like very masculine.
They're all obviously.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why I kind of thought. No, just kidding. But I liked that she is like, "Oh, I got it right this time. I'm definitely right. This is a piece of cake," and she goes flying down, and then I liked that. I mean, I just felt like it was so unique, and every scene was like just unique from each other and different scenes. And then with Ludo, and oh my God, come on, the bog of eternal stench.
Yeah,
that was
with
like
the farting sounds.
Amazing. What an amazing thing. The bog of eternal. You put as much as a finger in that thing, and you will smell bad forever. Like, come on, that's like it's an amazing punishment.
So, moral of the story is: did you like it more, the same, not as much as the first time you saw it?
I think, I definitely liked it at least the same. Maybe a little more, but it could be because of the nostalgic part of it. And I was pleased that I still found it as entertaining as I used to, even though I was not like under any influence of anything else. That I just found it like entertaining. Like I didn't want to shut it off. I had to shut it off because I had to pick up Emily, my daughter, from school. So I had to shut it off, and I was almost late because of it. But I didn't want to shut it off. I just really loved it, and it didn't help that I stopped it right at the beginning of the bubble scene. That I just love. But I think I liked it even more. Maybe. Yeah. What about you?
I definitely liked it more because in the first time I thought it was dumb and I stopped it. And
right, but then you said you watched it again.
Yeah, but that was with that was a very social setting, like you laying a blanket out and drinking wine in a park. And But I find that looking at when you like doing this whole thing, this whole exercise with this podcast is like when you have to really watch it and sort of analyze feeling, not only like as you're watching, but then the feelings you had when you watched it. Mm-hmm. I do think it's a pretty relatively strong movie, and even with all its little shortcomings and stuff, and some of the acting and all that. But I was like, this is entertaining. Like I would. If my nieces and nephews told me they loved Labyrinth, I would be like, that is a good opinion.
I absolutely agree. I 100%. And I think that they were ahead of their time. I thought it was well made, aside from the couple of those scenes. Yeah. But yeah, I 100% agree. I would recommend it now to people. I think that I would stand behind the recommendation. I think people would like it. It would be so interesting to see someone now watching it if they would find it as interesting and entertaining.
Yeah. We have to do a match game thing.
Yes, we do.
Or at least I can answer a question. Just answer I'm trying to think of, I don't...
Well, let's take a break. I think this is a good time to
Okay, we're going to take a break.
Hey there, it's Brian and Christina. We just wanted to take this break to thank you for listening to Old Roommates, the only podcast that revisits pulp culture through a middle-aged lens. Please subscribe to Old Roommates on iTunes, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. And give us a rating or review while you're there.
And if you have any questions, comments, or observations, shoot us an email at oldroommatespod@gmail.com. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Old Roommates. Thanks for listening, and now, back to the show. And we're back. That was a fun break.
That was a great break.
We accomplished a lot.
We did. We tried.
Actually. All right, so Christina, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I put a lot of thought into this.
All right.
And I'm going to try and match. I'm going to try and guess how you're going to guess.
So this is our match game portion of our
match
podcast.
Game, yeah. Although we have realized it's more like a newlywed thing because it's matching, but I like match game better.
We're going to call it because we don't really want it to be a newlywed game.
Not at all. It's like
match game is way cooler and more retro.
Better, way better.
Way better.
All right, so Christina, I have a question for you.
Okay. Let me get my piece of paper ready.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is that like an effect?
Yes. Yeah. Fuck. Oops, sorry.
Yikes.
All right, fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
These characters from Labyrinth.
Okay.
Ludo.
Oh my gosh.
Hoggle. And Sir Didymus.
Oh my.
Fuck, marry, kill. And I'm going to try and guess your
All
answers.
right, well. I'll just write it down. All right. So it's all right. Actually, no, it wasn't actually as difficult as I thought. I can't.
Oh, gosh.
Spelling doesn't count,
spelling
right?
does not count because I'm running into it.
No idea. Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ding. Right. Ding. I'm in also.
All right, so what is your guess first, right?
No, you... Oh, I say it first? Okay.
Is this our first time playing this game?
Sorry, Christina. I thought you would fuck Didymus. I thought you would marry Ludo and kill poor Hoggle. Poor
Hoggle. So, you had the fuck right.
Oh my god.
Although it's Sir Didymus.
Sir Didymus. Yeah.
And by the way, that was a great scene too. Not that we have to go back to that, but... may we have your permission? Yes. After all that.
Good. Yeah.
So that was my... I would fuck him because he's just you can tell he's just a maniac and he wants to do good, right?
That's right.
Like he wants to please.
Yeah.
I would marry Hoggle.
Wow.
Yeah. I think, if you think about it, right?
Okay.
You want to have a conversation, right? While you're married?
Oh.
I mean...
I guess so.
I like Ludo, honestly.
Yeah.
But... in the grand scheme of things, I mean...
he's also... and that's true. And he also is very, sad. He's very, he gets sad very easily.
Like you. You know, I think I could deal with that for about an hour before I really would kill him. So, in Hoggle, he's a guy, we could play cards together.
That's
true. I think he would be...
He just wants to be
He just wants to be loved. I mean, I wouldn't kiss him or anything, but
right.
I would have sort of didymus for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that was good.
Yeah,
I understand.
very nice.
And actually, those are very good
yes.
answers.
Nice.
All right.
So I have a question for you.
All right.
Brian. So my question is, if they remade Labyrinth today, okay, who would you cast as the David Bowie rock star Jareth character?
All right. Okay. I want to ask one question, but then I don't.
I don't think questions are allowed.
Fine. I know questions aren't allowed.
No.
All right. Here we go.
I'm not writing mine down. I'm just guessing it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. I'm writing it right down. This is my first thought.
Okay.
It did jump right to mind, and it's
one jumped right to mind.
You're going to be really annoyed. So I don't even know if this person possesses acting ability. I shouldn't even talk. Never mind. Yeah.
All right. I'm done.
Are
you done?
Ding.
Okay. So my guess, and I think it's more like what I would cast, but I'm also thinking you might too.
All right.
Adam Lambert.
Oh my God! You're better at this than me.
Good, right?
You don't even want to know what I wrote. That is a really good answer.
Thank you. I think he would do well. I almost want to write to him and say, hey.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
I started with the hair, and I started with sort of creepy tour de force of someone who used to be a sex symbol. Oh. Rod Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
I think that could be interesting.
That would be interesting, but isn't he 100 years old right now? I'm not sure he could pull it off.
Yeah.
But that's a good answer.
Yeah,
I get it. I can get that.
It would be a really interesting thing for him to do. And,
yes.
So I think that'll be good. And otherwise...
yeah. So I guess that's it for this episode of Old Roommates.
Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to Old Roommates on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and wherever you listen to podcasts. And give us a rating or review while you're there, please. If you have an idea for the show, a suggestion, or a comment, email us at oldroommatespod@gmail.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Old Roommates. This is Christina.
And this is Brian.
Thanks again for listening. Till next time.